Well, the new Bricklink Designer Program Series 6 sets became available for pre-order this morning as I'm doing this recording, and the rollout was, unsurprisingly, an absolute disaster. So many things went wrong. And in fact, the online ordering at LEGO.com, especially at release days or release hours, is well known in the fan community for being terrible. And it hasn't gotten any better. So in this video, I'm going to tell you why this is important beyond just the Bricklink Designer Program and how it applies to LEGO and other interesting releases that come up this year. And I'm going to implore LEGO to fix your online ordering system. Let's dive in. For those of you that are not aware, the Bricklink Designer Program is a way for people to order more exclusive sets that are available through fan-designed creations on Bricklink.com. Basically, they will run this series where you submit a design, people vote on it, and then they choose 5 options. And if yours is selected, people can pre-order your set and it will ship 6 months later. In order for it to get the production run, it has to get 3,000 pre-orders, and there is typically a maximum of around 30,000 sets produced, depending on the dynamic production run that LEGO's incorporated in Series 5 and I think maybe Series 6, although they never were very clear on that, at least from what I saw. The idea is that you log into Bricklink.com, you pre-order the set, you click pre-order, and then it takes you to LEGO.com where it adds it to your cart and then you check out. And of course, anything that can go wrong will go wrong when it comes to ordering something on LEGO.com because usually there are lots of problems. In fact, normally you'll see people complain about clicking on the pre-order link and there's no page that loads, or the page cannot be found, or something is added to the cart but it's not actually there, or you try to apply your insider's points to get a discount on the order and that doesn't work, or in the past if there was a gift with purchase that could apply, or double points, that wouldn't necessarily work. And then of course, once you are able to access your cart, people would run into problems of you trying to get the payment confirmed and it just goes in a wheel of death, right? And yeah, that wraps up a lot of the problems that people have with the Bricklink Designer Program ordering process. And today, when I went through it, I had, I think, what was a fairly typical experience for a lot of fans. Not everybody. Some people had a very smooth experience. Mine was, I logged in 30 minutes early. I was able to get everything synced up between my Bricklink account and my LEGO account. I did that a couple of weeks ago because that's something that you had to do in September, by the end of September. And I was ready to go. 11 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time rolls around. That's when the pre-order window opens. And I was able to add a set to my cart. I was able to see my cart. And then when I tried to process the payment, I got the blue circle of death. And then after seeing that for 10 minutes, I decided, let's just back out. We'll close out of that. We'll try to add it. And then at that point, I kept getting the page load errors, or then they would tell me that there was nothing in my cart, even though the graphic at the top of the page told me that there was something in my cart. So I tried it again, and now there were 2 things indicated in the graphic at the top right corner of my screen, but LEGO's still telling me that there was nothing in my cart. I thought maybe we could just add another one of the Bricklink Designer Program sets. So I tried that. I now had 3 items in my cart that I could not see and could not order. And I tried that yet again, which brought my total to 4. So then my problem-solving mind went to, what if I tried to order something off of Lego.com? Maybe that would bring something into my cart and then I could see my cart. So I went and I did not add the Death Slice to it, but I added the Game Boy. And then I had 5 items indicated in my cart on the graphic up in the upper right-hand corner, but nothing in my cart. So after refreshing and reloading and doing various things, nothing worked. Until finally, over an hour after the whole process started, it took me 1 hour and 5 minutes to finally be able to access my cart, get rid of the cart items that I did not want, and order 1 copy of the Outlaw Forest Den. And goodness gracious, that was frustrating. It really was a problem. And looking at some of the comments on various forums, I saw that many others had the same problem. And it's not a surprise that this happened, which is really sad for the #1 toy company in the world in terms of size and profits and volume of sales. Like, this is not a hard thing, or should not be a hard thing for LEGO to do. Even if there are a couple of glitches, I can understand that glitches happen. This has happened every single time. In fact, this time it was even worse. This is my 3rd time ordering from the Bricklink Designer Program, and it was by far the worst experience. And the other two were not all that fun either. I was able to get stuff reasonably quickly, although never on the first attempt. And this has huge implications. Number one, for the Bricklink Designer Program, this is something that's predicated a little bit on FOMO. You want to try to get people to buy sets early because there's only, in the Bricklink Designer Program Series 6, there's only a week or so in which you can order these sets. So if at some point you get discouraged and you say, you know what, I'm going to come back later, and you don't come back within a week, those pre-orders are closed. And so there's not the typical production line or the typical window with which somebody can purchase a set. So you could be discouraging people from buying the Bricklink Designer Program sets. I, for instance, was tempted to get the Art Factory. After going through the first experience of trying to get the Outlaw Forest Den, I decided I'm not going to get it. And yeah, some of it is I don't love the Bricklink Designer Program sets in terms of money making for our channel. Just because of the way it all works, you don't get the sets until 6 months later. And at that point, the demand for people watching those reviews has decreased. But I do want to get sets that really, really mesh well with our channel and sets that the family likes. And I want to support some of the creators out there. So we did want to get the Outlaw Forest Den because we love that one. We love Castle in Our Family and the Wolf Pack and the Wolves and all those fantastic details. But there are other people that are just going to give up, and they're going to say, I'm not even going to bother buying any of the Bricklink Designer Program sets. Now, beyond just the Bricklink Designer Program, this is a huge problem for LEGO that continues to happen, and they should be trying to fix this, or at least doing a better job of what they are currently doing. Here's why. Because some people say, well, it's just the Bricklink Designer Program, and the way they've restructured things, you'll still be able to wait a day or two, order your set, and still be able to get it when it ships out in 6 months. But what about in instances when you don't really have the luxury of time, such as if you want to get something for Christmas and it's a new release, you want to order it online, you're not able to go to the store, and you want to get that. It could be the Black Pearl, it could be maybe the new USS Enterprise, it could be the Winter Village set, whatever that might end up going on back order. The Game Boy I know is on back order for a little bit. What if it goes on back order and you go to order it in the initial window and you're not able to get it before Christmas? That happens. Or in another instance, we saw this with the Fell Beast gift with purchase for Barad-dûr. LEGO has an exclusive gift with purchase connected to one particular set, and by the time you go through the whole problem of solving how LEGO can accept your order online and process the payment, you lose out on the gift with purchase, which many people have documented was the case for the Fell Beast with the Barad-dûr purchase. And that could be a reality as well, that you want to order a set, you want to get the gift with purchase, otherwise you might not order the set, and then you can't get the gift with purchase simply because LEGO can't figure out their stuff on their end. It's a problem. And I will say, I try to order as little as possible from Lego.com because it takes me about an hour to go to the Lego store, peruse the shelves, wait in line, check out the pick-a-brick wall, make my purchase, and then come home. And have an hour, 10 minutes, which is exactly how long it took me to order a Bricklink Designer Program Series 6 set that I can't get in the store. So equivalent time, I just get less frustration of driving to our local mall and waiting to get the set at LEGO stores in person. And that's kind of problematic because not everybody lives close to a LEGO store. Not everybody can go to a LEGO store to get the exclusive sets. Beyond the fact that it hurts LEGO's bottom line. Like, if they were to offer a set for sale, the same price at a LEGO store and the same price at Walmart or Target, they're going to make more at the LEGO store because they cut out the middleman. I'm assuming, that's just kind of how my mind works. I could be completely wrong on that. Correct me in the comments. But at the same time, it would just make sense that LEGO makes a little bit more per purchase if you buy it from Lego.com or the LEGO store as opposed to a third-party retailer. So why not make that experience of buying something online as easy as possible so that you can get more sales? I just don't know why this is such a problem. So honestly, there's me venting a little bit because it's so frustrating. It just reiterates why I refuse to buy the most important sets for our channel online on release day, because there's no guarantee that your payment's going to go through, that you're going to be able to access the set, that you're going to be able to get the set or the gift with purchase that's associated to get at least a little bit of a better deal. So it just further incentivizes me to go to the LEGO store, or honestly to wait longer to even buy sets at all. And so LEGO is going to lose out. So dear LEGO, fix your online purchasing mechanism. Something, do anything to make it better and more friendly for those of us who want to support your company. That's about all I got today. Thanks for watching. Hey, put down in the comments below some of the problems you've had, if you've had problems buying Lego online. Thanks for watching, and always remember to keep building together.